Hey, good evening, y'all. How y'all doing today? Welcome back to Country Catering. And today, we're doing it again. We're making dinner. Today, dinner gonna be pot roast, and I hadn't decided on the size yet. But as this video go on, we'll decide what we're gonna do. Hoping everybody having a great day today. So let's go and get started. I already got my cast iron skillet over here. I'll show you. I already got the cast iron skillet right there getting nice and hot. And now what we're gonna do is go ahead and season this meat up. I'm gonna use a little bit of olive oil to put as a binder on it. And this is nothing but pot roast, chuck roast, whatever you want to call it. And just to start off, I'm only going to be using Montreal steak seasoning. Don't worry, I'm going to add way more seasoning to it than this. When we're going to start off by searing it. So when I don't find out when I go to add an onion powder, garlic powder, and other different seasoning like that, it be want to stick to my pan. So we're going to use this for a base. Get us a nice crust going on the outside. And then we're gonna go from there. And I'm gonna show y'all that y'all see me sear it. Press it in. Get the sides. All right, we're gonna go one at a time. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. You want to hear that sizzle. If it's not sizzling, take it out the pan and start over. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of smoke coming from the pan that let you know the pan is nice and hot. So we're gonna add about a tablespoon of oil, extra virgin olive oil. Move it around in the pan. Take me a knife, take me a pair of tongs, and grab this meat, and we finna get the searing. Remember, that's the sound you want to hear right there. If you don't hear that sound, take it back out, let the pan get hot, then put it back in. Because remember, we want to sear it. We want a nice crust on the outside, and you get that crust from the natural sugars that is in the protein, and they go to caramelizing. That's where you get that nice crust from. So you want to let that sear. When you put it in the pan, use your hand, press it down, and when you're pressing it down, all you're doing is making sure it getting nice contact with the pan, so you can get that caramelization going that you want. Put it in the pan, leave it alone. Control your heat. That's all you got to do. Control your heat. Leave it alone until you're ready to flip it over. Don't keep picking it up, looking at it, turning. Leave it alone. Let the pan do what it's going to do. Let the pan do the work. I promise you, you won't mess it up. While we letting that while we letting that saute, we're gonna go ahead and cut our vegetables up. Now I'm not gonna bring you back for that. I'm gonna do it while you watching. All right. And then if you pay attention to the side of your meat, you'll go to seeing it's starting to turn brown coming up the sides over here. So I'm gonna get my knife, and we're gonna go ahead and cut up our veggies. Wash my hands. For my subscribers that done been here for a few minutes, you hear me say it every video. Wash your hands. You do not want to make no mistake and get nobody sick. All right, so it done been about 2-3 minutes. Now let's flip it. I ain't gonna even pick it up and look at it. I know it right. See, can I get you in there? See that caramelization? That's what you want. All right. So we're gonna let that go. I'm gonna move you over here so you can see me cut up the vegetables. Grab my favorite knife. Hit it on the steel a couple of times. Make sure that edge nice and sharp. Then we're gonna get to cutting. You can put whatever veggies you want in yours. If you don't want no vegetables in it, don't put none in there. It just adds flavors for me. You don't have to do this no specific way, no perfect way. We pretty much just gonna do a rough chop on it. So let me get you in there so you can see it. Cut your edges off. Edge off. Move that to the side. Track can. You don't want them too big. Stand in the middle. Because we're going to sear these up. Saute them up. Bring them together and that's it. All right, when I make roast, I normally don't put peppers in it, but they done been in the refrigerator a little while, and to keep them from going bad, we just gonna go and throw them over in there. So you want to cut the top off. Remember, you paid for this, so you don't want to waste nothing. You want to use everything. You see all of this? See that? Get the camera to focus. You don't want to act right, but this white part, you don't want that in there. Yeah, let's see, can we get it to focus? Hold on. All right. You don't want this You want to cut that out and throw it away. So all you got to do is lay it to the side like so. Get it off. Give it a nice little rough chop. You ain't got to take no long time on it. Same thing with the inside. See all this? You want to get that out, so this is what you'll do. Go down the middle like so. And you open it up like this. See, you want it like this. All this thick white stuff, you don't want that in your food. Then, you just go to cutting. And you turn to the side, hit it real quick. Bring it back so you get a Alright, now we're going to let you see the other side of that beef. You see that right here? Look at that. Tell me that ain't beautiful. Look at that nice caramelization in there. Look at that. And what that does is all you doing at that process, you just locking in flavor. That's all. All right. Show you again. Cut the top off. Nothing and stay on, so you're nice and clean. Bite-sized pieces. They ain't got to be perfect. Then just go down the side like this. Cut your lip of the bottom off. Bite-sized pieces. Then all you want to do is do this. Open it up like that. Lay your knife flat like I got it. And roll. See, it come off. All right. Then you turn it sideways and hit it. Hit it a couple times, move it over. I would go faster, but for those of you that don't know how to cook, just trying to teach you, that's all. All right. Now that we don't got this where we want it, wait. Look at that color. We're gonna add a little more oil to the pan. Now we're going to grab the oven, put it in there. Put it over here so you can see it. Press it down so it get good even contact with the pan. And then let it rock out. Let it do what it's gonna do. And we're gonna get back to cutting these vegetables up. Wash your vegetables, especially your celery. This stuff come out the ground, so it's gonna have a little dirt, it's gonna have bugs on it, which is fine. Just cut it off, wash it real good, cut off in it the imperfections, and you ready to rock and roll. So I got two. I don't know if I'm gonna use both. You cut this in half, go down the middle like so. And just put them together. So all you gotta do, yeah, we're gonna go on and use it. Cut it in half, down the middle of your other one. Put them together. Just a hand be your guide. Keep your thumb out the way. Onion, we're gonna use this whole onion. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna cut the stalk part off first. Then we're gonna come to the butt. This is the butt. We're gonna cut it in half. Peel it. Nothing special about this, we just gonna julienne it. Again, peel off. Now, if you were gonna make some stock, if you were making veggie stock, chicken stock, all of this, you would not throw that away. You'll use that to help pull the flavor out, to make sure your broth is very flavorful. Same thing again. That's it. When the meat gets through searing, what we're gonna do is we're gonna saute it up, and then we're gonna go in the oven. All right. So you can see when I get ready to flip it. And do you see this part right here? The fond or the soot? That's your flavor right there. You don't want to wash that out. When the meat gets through searing, what we're gonna do is put them veggies in there, and all that gonna release, all that flavor gonna release into them vegetables, and then we're gonna go to add it in more seasoning. I already got my beef, my homemade beef broth ready. That's what you're seeing over there on the other side of this pan right here. Bring you over, let you see that. That's my beef broth. Homemade beef broth. So we're gonna let this rock out a little while longer, a few more minutes longer on this side. And then we're gonna go from there. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Bring you in. All right, let's flip it. Should be ready. Yes, sir. Press down so we can get some good contact. Oh, we're gonna add some garlic to that too. Let me get some garlic. Got a whole brand new bug. I'm gonna use that one pretty. This one pretty big. So these two may work. I might give me one more. But the easy way to do this, to peel this, put it on the side like that. Put the knife on top, hit it. It's so much easier to peel. You see that? Get it to the side, show you again. I do have a mincer, but since I'm trying to do a little teaching, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Show you how to do this without, if you don't have a mincer. So all you want to do is chop it up. Same thing for the other one. All right, you see where we at now? Now you want to turn it along the other way, chop again. So all you pretty much just keep going back and forth. Turning the knife horizontal, and then you go back the other way. Clean your knife and just keep going back and forth till you get it as small as you want it. Now, if you wanted garlic paste, what you would do is you would take you some kosher salt and sprinkle on top of this, and then once you get it chopped up good enough, if you wanted garlic paste, you will take some kosher salt, put it on top of this, and then just rub it. And so the coarseness of that salt will help break it down more. And see? That's your minced garlic. See how easy that was? Alright, back over here to the meat. Let's see if this side over here where I want it. If it is, we're going to take it out and put the veggies in. Alright, so now what you do when that happens is it's not caramelized like you want, just scrape that bottom like that. So you can get some good caramelization. So that's all it is. That seasoning is preventing it from caramelizing. So just move it out the way a little bit. Alright, y'all done seen enough of that. So once that get caramelized, I'll bring it back. Alright, y'all. Now we're going to go ahead add in them vegetables. Might need just a touch more oil. We'll hit it with just a little more to help it out. And let me get the silicone spatula. That's it. Get my wooden spoon. We'll let these go for about 2 minutes, then we'll add that garlic in. Remember, you don't hear that sound, take them out, let that pan get that hot, and go from there. All right, when them get right and I add in the garlic, I'll bring you back. We haven't added the garlic in yet, but I'm gonna let y'all see me use the put in the season these vegetables up. So hit a little with a and again, you don't have to follow my recipe. Do your own thing. Garlic powder. Onion powder. A little bit of my secret seasoning. Danos. Last but not least, veggie blend. Alrighty. Take your wooden spoon, mix all that in. Now move all that over to the other side over there. We're gonna drop that garlic in there for about 45 seconds. Till you go to smelling it and get fragrant. When it gets fragrant, we're gonna move this out the eye. All right, I can smell it now. I'm gonna add just a little broth over in there. And turn it off. Now what I'm gonna do is get my big glass dish. Let me move this out the way so y'all can see what I'm doing. Turn this around so y'all can see what I got going on. All right, now for anybody that may be saying, now I know he didn't put that cooked meat back into that same pan that he had the raw meat in. You can do this because this meat is not cooked. This meat is still raw. All I did is sear the outside. You don't want to cross-contaminate. You don't want to put cooked food where raw food has been, but this is still raw, so you can do that. All that juice that's moving around in there, don't get rid of that. Put that right on in there too. The veggies we got through cooking, we're gonna dump them right on top. Move that around in there. Like so. So you want that to cook. Now, if you had some potatoes, I'm out. And I won't finna go get none just for the recipe, just using what I got at the house. If you had potatoes, you would not put them in now. You'll wait till this is probably about 20 minutes until it's done. Then I will take this out and put my potatoes over here. But now that broth you saw, you're gonna take that broth, pour it in there, cause now we're finna braise it in the oven for about an hour. Get you some aluminum foil. We're gonna cover that up. All right. I'm not gonna call no name, but there's this person, one of my subscribers, aka a family member, that asked me how to make gravy from scratch. I'm gonna bring you back once this is done, show you how to pull this off and turn that into a gravy. But that's a little further down in the video. So let's just go and get this covered up. Hold on. Okay, this step right here, you don't have to do it. I do this so just in case anything boil over, it won't get in the oven. It'll boil over into this. Oh, I forgot something. I'm gonna put, shoot, I ain't got much left. Drop me a bay leaf over in here. See, can we get the remaining of that beef broth over in here? We may not be able to do it, but hey, we're gonna try to force it. Wrap that back up. Make that nice and tight. And in the oven we go. All right, I got my oven set on 350 degrees and we're gonna go. I'm gonna check it in about 45 minutes to an hour. I'll bring y'all back when I'm checking it. All right, y'all, we back. Let's check it. See, is it nice and tender? Oh yeah, no resistance, yeah. All right, so now what I'm finna do is we're gonna pull this sauce out and I'm gonna show you how to turn that into, you can either turn it into a sauce or a gravy. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is get some of this oil out of here. I don't want all that in and my sauce, or my gravy. You don't have to do this. It's just something I do. All right. Cover this back up. Get just aside a little bit, so that way I can pour in that pan right there. And I just made a mess. All right. Now what we're gonna do, turn the eye on high. Let that come up to boiling. Once that come up to boiling, I'll bring y'all back. Well, in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna show you how to make a flavorful rice. So we're gonna let the pan get warm. Once it get warm, I'll bring you back and show you the next step. Okay, now that our roast liquid has started to boil over here, let me show you. See it boiling? So what I'm gonna do is, this flour right here, I'm gonna show you how to cheat. For those of you that scared to put the flour over there and go to stirring it and thicken it up, let me show you how to do it, how you can cheat. So I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons flour, and put it in your jar. Two tablespoons. Now I'm gonna add a little water to it. All right, I added a little water to it. So now I'm gonna see all that. I'm gonna shake it. Ain't nothing in there. Just smooth flour water. All right, after that, bring you over so you can see. Now, you just pour this in. And stir. You're not gonna be able to see how thick it is until it go to boiling. So give it a couple of seconds, let it go back to boiling. If it's not thick enough, repeat the step again. While we wait on that to come back to boil, I'm gonna take you back over here to make this flavorful rice. So I'm gonna add in a teaspoon of oil. Turn the stove down a little. All right, let me bring you back over here. All right. You see how this looking? And we can turn it down off of high now. If that's still not thick enough for you, we're gonna repeat that step again. Now, I would have poured what I was going to pour in it in the beginning, but for teaching purposes, I'm just walking through the steps. Shake it up again. You shaking, you don't want no lumps in there. Because if you got lumps in it, you're going to have sauce and dumpling. If you want dumpling, that's what you do, but I know that's not what you're trying to do. All right, you see how thick that is in there? Pour it in. Turn it out a little bit, let it come back to boiling. This is gonna be what you're looking for right here, I guarantee it. All right, while that coming back up to boil, we're gonna drop them onions over in there. In that oil over there. All right, with that, we're not trying to brown it, we just sweating it. So we're gonna get our silicone spatula. Got a piece of onion shell in there. It ain't gonna hurt nothing, but get it out of there. Once them start to sweat, now we're gonna go and put our garlic in. Let that go until fragrant. 45 seconds to a minute. Then we're gonna add in our liquid. We're putting 4 cups of liquid. All right, now let me show you this gravy. This is the consistency you want right here. You want it to coat the back of a spoon. This is called nappe consistency. See how it coating the back of that spoon? Get my hands out the way. See how it coat the back of that spoon? That's what you're looking for. Let me taste the seasoning, turn that off. Ooh wee. Good gracious. Yeah. That's it right now. All right, when this start boiling, then we're gonna put our rice and add our seasonings in here. I'll bring you back when it starts to boil. Okay. Now we're gonna put this gravy back in this with this. See how nice and thick this is now? That was okay, Grease Monkey. We just gonna say Grease Monkey. You know who I'm talking. They'll know who I'm talking to. Now that you done made that gravy, now you want to put it back over your roast. And we just gonna throw it on back in the oven until this rice get through cooking, and then we're gonna be ready to eat. All right, so let me cover this back up, throw it back in the oven. Okay. I'm gonna put a couple of teaspoons of butter over in here. One more ain't gonna hurt and make it better. All right, now we're gonna add garlic powder, onion powder, I'm gonna add a little bit of this beef bouillon. I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of that in there. And now I'm finna taste it. At this point, taste your broth. Because if you don't taste it, if it ain't got no flavor now, when you dump that rice over here and cook it, that rice come out, it ain't gonna have no flavor. So this is the time to do what you're gonna do. Yeah. I'm gonna add a little black pepper and just a teaspoon of salt. All right. We're gonna put in 2 cups of rice. Remember what I told you in my other video, when you're making rice, the ratio is 2 to 1. That means 2 cups of liquid to every 1 cup of rice. So since I had 2 cups of rice, there's 4 cups of liquid. Stir this up. We're gonna let that come to the boil. And at this point right here, therefore any new subscribers that haven't watched, this for any new subscribers that I may have that haven't watched the other video when I made rice. If you want to stir it, people get nervous with rice. They say it's so hard to cook. Rice is one of the most easiest and simplest things to cook. If you want to stir, this is your time to stir. You can stir it as much as you want to right now. Once you put the top on it and reduce that heat, you're going to put the top on it and leave it alone. You're not going to touch it. You're not going to take the top off and take a peek at it. You're not going to do none of that stuff. Leave the rice alone until your timer go off. All right, now, it done came to a good boil. So what I'm finna do is, I'm gonna stir it one more time. Put my top on it. I'm gonna reduce my heat to low I'm gonna set me a timer for 12 minutes, because that's how long it take for it to get done. 12 minutes. After 12 minutes, when that timer go off, I'm gonna bring you back. Let me show you. See, it's set on 12 minutes. When that timer go off in 12 minutes, I'm gonna bring you back and show you what's next. Show you how simple it is. Okay, the timer just went off. So now we're gonna turn the eye off. Take this off the eye. As you see, I didn't uncover it. I took it off the eye, leave it covered, set another timer, 5 minutes. It just got through cooking 12 minutes. Now we're gonna let it rest 5 minutes. Okay, y'all, timer just went off. Now, show you what you do next. Take this top off. Look at the rice. All I'm doing now, just gonna fluff it. That's it. Now I'm finna fix the plate. I'll bring you back after I do that. All right, y'all, here's the finished product. Here's the plate. Baby girl is already over there, ain't he? Southern pot roast and beef style flavored rice. So let me go ahead and get a taste, because I know that's what you're waiting on. Ooh. Oh man. Wow. Oh my Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Let me tell you, if you were bare mouth and have not one teeth in your mouth, you can eat that meat. Is it good, baby? Mm-hmm. Well, all right, y'all, that gonna end this video for tonight. If you like what you're seeing, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, click that notification bell so you can be notified anytime I upload a new video. And if you like the video, hit that thumbs up for me. If you don't like it, hit that thumb down. You know, I'm open to criticism. So that's gonna end this video for tonight. Thanks for watching.